edit.
Okay.
Okay. Or our head's cut out. It's good.
We're good.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Rena off of Personality Cafe. I'm gonna call. What's your username off of?
I'm Mrs. Megatrib on Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah,
on
there
the
we go.
YouTubes.
There we go. So she's not a member on Personality Cafe, but we'll go ahead and just assign that to be her username if she was a member. She's an INTJ, and I'm an INFJ. And something really special that I thought I would post would be a video of us kind of doing an interaction video. I've known her for my entire life, well, almost, since I was 2 and you were 3.
Yep.
So I don't know how many years that is, but
A lot.
really, really long time.
Over 20.
Yeah.
So old.
Whatever. We still have a really long ways to go in our life. But anyways, so we've experienced a lot together so far. Really big milestones in our lives. Weddings, babies. Well,
One baby.
she's had a baby, not me. But that's okay. Anyways, so I thought we'd just do, you know, some sort of interaction video. Obviously, I'm going to be asking more questions to her than her going to be asking questions to me. But that's okay. So, anyways, I thought I would just first straight up and just ask, like when I first brought up Myers-Briggs to you, and of the personality types and everything, what did you first think? Because, I mean, I know I was really excited about it, and I remember we were working.
Not working, talking on
Messenger.
online.
We both had,
I don't really remember. I was like, okay, another personality thing that I've got to answer questions to. And then, like, once I read it, I was like, oh my god, that is me.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool.
It almost seemed that, like, at first you were kind of skeptical. And it seemed like I kept having to throw things at you, like, it says this about you, and it says that you do this. And you're like, yeah, I do that. And
well, actually, before you did the
hi baby.
Actually, before you sent me the quiz test thing, I had already taken it once before at an old job that I had. Like,
really?
A girl in the office was just like, hey, everybody take this test. Like, it's kind of cool because you see who you are and blah, 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 blah.
I didn't know that.
And I took it, and I answered it dishonestly, like the opposite of what I would answer it the first time. And I'm like, this is mine, and like sent it to her just because I didn't like her. I didn't want her to know what I was like.
Do you remember what you got?
No, I don't remember. It was an E something.
Yeah.
And so,
that's
obviously.
funny.
But, and then I took it again, like, being serious, and then I went into, like, the other sites and, like, read more about my type. But I never really got into it that much. And then when you sent it to me, I was like, oh, I've taken this type of personality test before. And I don't remember if it was the same site or not. But it was one of those personality type ones.
Yeah.
So I had actually seen it before. That wasn't my first time.
Okay.
But
I just remember that you didn't show, like, that much enthusiasm for it because, well, I mean, you don't normally show that much enthusiasm anyways for things.
That's true.
But, so I'm kind of surprised to hear that it wasn't your first time. That just goes to show you can know a person for, like, your entire life and learn new things all the time.
True.
So, she's actually married to an ENFP, her natural partner.
My soulmate.
Her soulmate. And I'm married to an ENTP, my natural partner. So I thought that was kind of cool. She ended up marrying her husband after how many years of dating him?
We dated for a little over 3 years when we got married. And now in this coming February, we will have been together for 8 years.
There you go.
So, yeah. It's going good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that, like, I don't know other people's personality types. Like, I'm not like Rena, and I don't like, hey, take this test.
I don't do that anymore. Just
for like
saying.
a good year. That's like,
I know. I got out of that habit.
I want to know what your personality type is, and everybody's
I just study you secretly.
Lorena. Okay. But
I just study everybody secretly now.
I do think about like different personality traits that I notice in other people, and I think about how it would be to be married to them, and I'm just like, ugh. And I just like, I pick them apart, like every little thing about them, and I'm just like, there is no way. And I'm like, I could not ever be married to anybody but Trevor. I don't think. Like, we just complement each other very well, I think.
Right. And even then, like, when you're married to your natural partner, I think that there are still even those moments where it's still really hard.
Oh, yeah.
But even though it's hard, it's still kind of complimentary.
Yeah.
Hard.
It's
easy.
Like,
you know what
there
I mean?
was one time me and Trevor were, like, stuck in this situation, and, like, we took turns freaking out. Like, we got locked into this field thing that we're stupid teenagers. Got locked into this field thing, and, like, I freaked out first, and then I was like, whatever, somebody will come unlock the gate eventually. And then he started freaking out, and it's like, it's funny because that's how our relationship is in general. Like, there's always a calm one. And we just balance each other out really well.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I notice a lot, like, on the site that I'm a member on, like with, you know, the forum, like with all the personality types. There's a lot of people that say, you know, you can be any type and be married to any type and you can be completely happy. Okay, true. Like, sure.
It's just a lot more work.
Yeah, exactly.
As much work as it is for us, which for us, though, I guess it's not as much work getting along with each other. It's more work dealing with other people and how we deal with other people. For example, Trevor is very, like, he gives people the benefit of the doubt very quickly and very, like, wears his heart on his sleeve. And I'm like, I don't know them. Like, no. And so we do balance each other out because now I give people more than one chance, and now he gives people. And you've grown, obviously, as a person because of him. Yeah, exactly. And maybe if you're married to somebody else or a different personality type who wasn't like that at all, you maybe wouldn't have been like that. Like my own personality type or something? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I can't even imagine that. It'd be a mess. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. Yeah, I can definitely see how, like, the opposites balance each other out. Right. Because I'm much less, I don't know. I've changed a lot since I've been married, I think. My personality has a lot. And then having a kid changed even more. For sure. I agree. I think he agrees too. I think so. How would you know? You didn't know me. He's like, well, I knew you when I was in your womb. That was not the normal me. That was hormones. I think like things that we have in common with our personality types, like even as children, we were both extremely stubborn. Oh my God, yes. With each other. Yes. Especially. Yeah. It seems like, or we would get in trouble and we'd be forced to, like, make up or whatever, and we'd both be, like, at opposite ends of the timeout, like, on the opposite ends of the couch, and we would both be, like, glaring at each other, like, I'm not saying sorry to you. No, like, I have this one memory. You were mean. I was mean. First off. It hasn't changed at all. Like, at least I was a little bit more nice or something. I don't know.
But
you gave in a lot. I'm more stubborn than you. Like you.
Yeah,
gave in a lot
I had the white
like
flag a little bit more. But I have this one memory where those swings in my grandparents' backyard, that chain thing broke off, and so half the swing is like on the ground, and I'm like, dang, like I want her to come fix it, and you cover my mouth, and you don't want me to yell for her to come fix it because you don't want to get in trouble. And I was like, God, like you drive me crazy.
You're like, we're not gonna get in trouble. I don't remember that.
And like, what's so funny is like we fought all the time.
We did.
And
my favorite color is pink. No, my favorite color is pink. Well, then mine's purple. No, mine's purple.
And like
that was a common argument.
But it carried through our entire life, like fighting all the time, like driving each other crazy and fighting all the time. But then making up, pretty quickly. And I don't think many people understood that.
I don't either. Like, a lot of people will ask me, like, really, you and Lorena are best friends? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I never see you guys together. When do you talk to her? I'm like, we don't have to. Like,
yeah.
But, yeah, like, other people looking in on our friendship. I know whenever me and Trevor were dating, he was like, y'all have the weirdest friendship I've ever seen anybody have. He's like, I don't know how y'all get along. I'm like, well, we do.
I know. I know.
I just remember him, like, specifically saying that. And I was like, and you have to be friends with her, too. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. One thing, like, sometimes you are intimidating as crap.
Me?
Yes. Like, not to me.
No.
Because I know you.
But to other people?
Yeah.
What do I do?
And you know that.
You told me that before. Like, I know that I intimidate people, but what is it do you think that intimidates them? I feel so sorry for when Lachlan gets a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to be like, your mom is so mean.
I know, right? Well, like, I think every INTJ female is probably, almost every, is probably intimidating. But there's just something about you. I mean, you have this glare.
It's my face.
It's your face.
My face is mean.
And you have a tendency just to tell people, like...
what I think of them?
Yeah, like, I mean, you know, even in our circle of friends, you know, like...
like, that's stupid.
Or you're stupid.
Yeah.
Or, you know...
That's so true. Like, I do that all the time. As a matter of fact, my sister-in-law told me, like, that's basically my catchphrase. Like, that's stupid, or you're stupid, or, like, whatever it is. If I think it's dumb, like, there's no arguing. I'm like, no, it's stupid. Just don't.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it. Don't do it. It's stupid.
Has that gotten in the way of your life any?
I don't think so. But... I have gotten better about reining that in, because for a while there, I, like, didn't care. I'm just like, no, you're stupid. Like, I would really tell people what I thought. But now I'm like, okay, people have stupid feelings, and I need to think of those feelings. But I think, especially being married to a feeler, has changed that a lot. Like, I have to...
You used to hurt my feelings a lot.
Really? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But I know that I do that, and I've worked on it a lot. Like,
right.
I hurt a lot of people's feelings a lot of the time.
Well, when do you get your feelings hurt?
Not often. Not often at all. Like, it has to be, like, somebody that I don't care about. They can say whatever they want to about me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't care about them, so I don't care about their opinion. So I'm like...
So it has to be
whatever.
Someone who you really care about.
Yeah. Like, if Trevor said something to me that would hurt my feelings, then, yeah. Or, like, if he... Usually, I feel bad if I find out that I hurt somebody else's feelings. Then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm mean. Like, I need to work on that.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I don't think about it that much. And other people don't affect me. Like, I just don't.
What about your parents? Like, have you ever hurt their feelings and then they told you, like, that was rude or that was mean or...
My mom. She's the same personality type as Trevor.
ENFP.
Yeah. And so, I know I've hurt her feelings before. Like, especially when I was a teenager, because her and I did not get along.
Yeah, that was
at all.
World War II all the time.
Whenever I found out that her and Trevor were the same personality type, I'm like... How is that even possible?
I know. You were like in disbelief for a while.
I know. But I think that there are other factors other than just the personality.
And she's female.
Sure. Yeah.
Which, I mean, male and female, like the anatomy kind of sometimes like changes, yeah. Because she's like, I don't know. And she's like from the Bronx. So.
She just has a very big personality. And it's very out there and... I don't know, and like there's also like the family culture, which on her side of the family, all they did, like their way of communicating was fighting. They yell at each other. Maybe too, because your mom's intimidating too. So maybe too, you got more of your intimidating ways like from her and the family. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I think that's just kind of normal.
I think my dad's intimidating too.
Yeah, he is. He's an ISTJ.
I don't know how you remember all that stuff.
I know everybody's personality type. I remember them all. It's how I deal with the world. It's true.
What about you? Like, what do you have? Because I think you're intimidating to girls. Other girls. I've known people that have been like, I don't know about Lorna. Like, she makes me nervous. I feel like I get a feeling that, like, she doesn't like me or something. And I'm like, she doesn't know you well enough to decide yet. I was like, but she might not, like. But I've known a few people that are super sensitive though, that have.
Oh really?
That like they're intimidated by you. But I think other girls are.
Yeah.
I don't think guys are. I think I intimidate some guys too.
If I do intimidate other girls, it's probably because of the setting and the circumstances, maybe. Like, maybe I had something on my mind and I just, like, needed to get it done, or I needed, like I have this on my mind and I'm very assertive that day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very, like, bossy, get to it, let's get this done, all right, peoples. And sometimes if I don't like you, well, good luck. You don't hide it. I don't hide it.
I think that's
I'm pretty genuine about it.
Me and you have that in common. Like, if we don't like somebody, it's like,
right,
whatever.
Right.
We don't give them the time of day.
Right.
At all.
And I don't like fake people. I think our intuition reads into fakeness pretty well.
Yeah, I think so too.
And people's motives and what they're hiding. However, something I wanted to ask you about is, like, we've talked about this before with people's, like, hidden motives and whatnot. I think you can tell when people are BSing.
Oh, yeah.
A lot better than I can. And I think I can tell people's hidden motives and feelings, and I don't know how to explain it. Like,
Sorry, go ahead. Like when,
I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Like if somebody's using somebody else?
Perhaps. Like, I know when something...
You're always like, I get a vibe, or I have a feeling about that person. Something is off.
Something's going wrong, and I don't know what it is, or that's a bad person, and there's something going on, and I don't know what it is, but I can never explain it.
Yeah.
But I don't know when someone necessarily is BSing me. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. I guess you could say. Because sometimes
I remember you have a friend that you're not friends with anymore.
Yes.
And for the longest time I was like, I don't like her. Like, I don't know. There's just something about her. I don't like her. And you're like, well, you know, I don't know. And then like a few months later, I should have listened to you. Like,
right?
I should have known better.
And she's the biggest BSer in the world.
Yeah.
So that just gets me to thinking, like, you know, we have the same kind of intuition that we use dominantly, but, you know, we obviously use it in some different ways to read people and whatnot. So.
And I remember, like, somebody else on my end, you being like, I don't know, I get a feeling about her. And me being like, I don't know. And then, like, later, I had the same feeling, but I ignored it, and it ended up biting me in the butt. So it's like, okay. I think the hardest thing for me is, like, listening to that feeling whenever I have a feeling about somebody. Because I think I do have a little bit of the intuition that you have where I can, like, something's off about that person, but I can't put my finger on it. And it's starting to become more now ever since I had him. I don't know why, but since I've had him, it's changed. And, like, I don't know if I look at people in a different light now, and I'm like, much more protective.
And you notice, maybe,
like, I know
people and emotions, and is it more tuned into the dynamics of relationships and people? And
I think, I don't know, I can tell a lot from a person by their facial expressions. You can tell a lot about a person from their facial expressions and their body language and all that. And I think that I pay more attention to that. Part of that is going to school and learning about that. And then the other part of that is, like, that added on with the natural intuition that I have. Like, something's off about that person. They're not, they don't, you know, they don't have good motives. They're, you know. So now, like, there's a few people that I know now, they haven't actually done anything to give me any reason to think anything about them. But I'm still, like, I'm keeping an eye on you. You know, like, you can stand over there, and I'm going to keep just watching. Like, type of thing. And it's like... And at the same time, I'm like, I don't want you anywhere near my kid. So, I don't know. But I don't know if that's the kind of intuition that you have. But I think that a lot of it is body language and... Because you can tell when a person's sincere for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that my intuition has gotten stronger since having him than it was before.
You may be more in touch with, like, being in tune with your feelings.
Yeah.
And listening to your feelings.
See, you're so far over there.
But I'm not really that far.
When you sit back, you are.
Okay, is this better?
Jeez. You're squishing your head. Stuck in his thumb, silly baby.
Oh. What were we talking about?
I don't remember.
We were just watching
Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, not really. I don't think so. I think, you know, we showed the dynamics of a relationship for the most part.
Oh, I was talking about how I made people cry.
Yeah. I don't think I really have made that many people cry.
I haven't, or you haven't?
Me. So.
I don't think you have either. You're not as mean as I am.
No,
though.
not at all. Not at all. So, I'm pretty nice.
Yeah, you're much nicer than I am.
Like, I write cards to people. To be nice.
I do to people that I like. I don't know, I'm very picky.
Thank you cards.
Oh, yeah, I did thank you cards.
I know, I've never got another card from you. Besides a thank you card.
I think
I write cheer up cards.
Oh, okay.
Like, turn that frown upside down.
Turn that frown upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He likes things upside down. Speaking of which.
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think we're good. I think you just saw a very personable, very nice INTJ.
Much nicer than I used to be, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yes. Your type gets a very bad rap.
I know. I was reading about some on like the Facebook page for INTJs.
Oh yeah.
And some of them I'm like, you're an introverted freak. Like I'm so mean. I'm joking. But like they're so like inside their own shell that they have no, like, absolutely no social skills whatsoever. And I think that's why they're introverted.
That's why they. I am not part of this.
But I think that's kind of, I think that is what people think of more when they think about INTJ, is somebody who basically has no friends and basically stays home all the time except for going to work, and like I'm sure they have some friends but not very many, because
and I think an INTP
they don't work on it
too
at all. You have to work at not being mean if you're an INTJ.
Yeah.
Are you ready to sit up?
Yeah. But you're very sociable for your type.
Yeah.
You are. Your parents made sure of that.
That's true. Which my dad is, what is he?
An ISTJ.
ISTJ.
Yes.
He's sociable even though he's an I.
He's very, very, very introverted.
He is more so now. I remember growing up with him and he constantly had people over to the house and was always doing stuff. And he still likes doing that, but he sees the chore side of it all. Like, ugh, I've got to get this stuff ready, and I got to clean up after all these stupid people that don't pick up after themselves. Like, I see that part of him. It's not all about just the fun, and my mom's like, let's party! Let's have a good time! And my dad's not so much that way. And I'm right in the middle. I think about who's coming over first, and I'm like, okay, how much work is it going to be for me? But I explained that to Trevor one time, and so now he is like, okay, I'll make sure it's not as much work for you. Because when we first got married, if we had people over, like, I was the hostess and he was the entertainer, basically. And he would entertain and, like, make jokes and play games and all this, and I'm, like, running around making sure, like, serving people, basically. And I was like, we're not doing that
more
again. I'm not, no. But
I like being a hostess.
I do too, if it's not like that.
Yeah.
Like, here's where stuff is and you can get it yourself. I'll cook for you and stuff like that. Like, I like doing that kind of stuff. But like, you can refill your own water. It's not a restaurant.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, everybody, we're exhausted. We're introverts. I'm tired.
He's fist pumping.
Oh. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching.
We're goofy.
Goodbye. Sorry, it's more comfortable for my back.
Get your knee out of my hip.
Okay.
Anyways, what were we talking about before Lachlan?
We can
move on.
There was something though.
What personality type are you, Lachlan?
Look, there's water in that glass.
Ooh. It's clear, but it's there.
He likes water. He had some today, as a matter of fact.
I think that's really, like, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do too, huh?
I'm like,
sometimes that phone vibrates so much it makes you question you have around you. Okay.
What you what?
I don't know.
See, if you have a baby, then you have something to play with all the time. No. Just kidding.
That's what, like, pets were for.
No. They're not as fun. Pets bite and stuff sometimes.
And you have to walk it.
You have to walk the dog. You have to scoop the poo.
It drools. Oh wait,
Oh
my
wait,
baby
babies
does
do that too.